school going under the lights.
You're watching Zone Coverage on YSN Live, brought to you by Youngstown Clothing Company. Let's get it to DJ Yoakley, Sam Torres, and Greg McAfee.
And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to YSN Zone Coverage, presented by Youngstown Clothing Company. Thanks to Rob Johnson and Brian Scott, because without these guys, we never would have got online.
No, never.
We had some technical difficulties. Rob was a saint, was able to walk through everything. Brian back at HQ, able to hop in the computer and make sure that everything gets off. I'll tell you what, without those guys, this does not happen. So, Rob, thank you very much. Brian, thank you very much. DJ Yoakley, Sam Torres, and the man, the myth, and the legend, Mr. Greg McAfee, with you. It is Zone Coverage, once again, presented by Youngstown Clothing Company. We are live here in Berlin Center for the Western Reserve and Waterloo matchup here on this beautiful Thursday night. Gentlemen, Sammy, you said it best the second I got here. Football is here.
Thank God for fall weather. Football is a fall sport. I've been waiting for the fall weather all year. I've complained since July. Tonight, for the first time, I am comfortable.
Not sweating, not pouring. So even inside, still pouring sweat. Greg, does it feel like football weather to you?
Oh, 100%. I thought we got teased with a little bit at the beginning of the year, but this is what you want in the fall for high school football. It's going to be perfect. Sun's going to go down later tonight. It's going to get even colder. Like Sam, bigger guy. I like the cold weather. This is where I'm comfortable.
We are here on the campus of Western Reserve High School, and guys, they just put in this beautiful brand new track down. It's still a grass field, one of the few in the area, so we'll be able to see that on full display tonight. Got some great interviews coming up for you. I know for a fact Superintendent Dallas Saunders is going to join us in the 6 o'clock hour, so we're excited to see and hear about all the new things that Western Reserve has to offer and all the exciting things they have going on here in Blue Devil Country. And hopefully we'll get Coach John Armini. I know that time is precious right now as he's getting ready for Thursday night game. Thursday night. Do you like Thursday night games?
I go back and forth on them. I'm okay with them in the beginning of the year. I think short weeks this late in the season get to be a little bit questionable. But, everybody's got one, seemingly somewhere in the middle of the season. So I think if given a choice, Thursday night games are okay for me, but only in the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I like them at the beginning of the season as well, but I think it provides a little extra something in the middle of the week. I mean, I think we're going to be talking about 5 here later today that are being played around the area tonight. It's going to get interesting, but it gives something for people to get out, go see a game on a Thursday night rather than going to a volleyball game or sitting at home watching football or something like that. Gives people something to do.
Now, I know the argument is there's a lot of volleyball on Thursday nights that you're splitting the crowd a little bit.
A little bit.
My argument is that you can utilize Thursday night as football night and then bring Friday night volleyball. You can flip-flop that around. I know there's some teams that are sitting there like, no, we're not going to do that. But my thing is, if you can take, I think, believe it or not, I believe the MVAC is perfectly set up to have Thursday night conference games. Let's say 1 year it's the Scarlet, the next year it's the Gray, and you flip-flop every other year, because then not only are you getting, I think, better officials because you have your pick, but you also have the opportunity to have more eyes on your product and bring more people through that gate, which when it's all said and done, I think that's what most people are talking about, especially superintendents and athletic directors.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to bring essentially become the only show in town.
Yeah.
I know the coaches in the area. When Mario starts talking, the coaches in the area probably love it because you get to go out and scout a game that, for a team you may play in the following week, or, getting ready as playoffs are starting to knock on the door. Some people maybe want to get a look at the Blue Devils, so it kind of helps them there. I love the idea of Friday night volleyball on weeks like this. Now, I do understand that most of it is PTO day, so a lot of these school guys are getting ready for a 5-day weekend, so we probably lost some people there. But I don't see the problem with it. Make volleyball on a Friday night, double up your gate, double up your crowd.
I think it'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I really do. I think, and you never know unless you try. Greg, I mean, you've been around this sport a long time, played in a bunch of different areas and regions. Have you ever seen Thursday night football in high school?
I think the only place I've ever seen it is in this area. I mean, the first year I was over here, we had, I think, Niles and Howland. Same thing as we did this year over at Bo Ryan Stadium to start the season off. And that's kind of what I came to know when football was coming. Niles, Howland, first game of the year on a Thursday night. That was kind of when I knew football season was starting. And it was the same thing this year. But I think it would be cool. I mean, you switch things up. You give fans a little different atmosphere. You get a Thursday night football game, a Friday night volleyball game, get all the students out to the game in the gymnasium for volleyball. And I think it would be pretty cool for sure.
I'm not sure that I'm handcuffed to Friday nights anymore.
Yeah.
I thought it was stupid and when it first started, and then I got used to it. I like Thursday nights. I also actually lean towards Saturdays a little bit. Sam, nobody knows Saturday football better than you.
I am a fan of Saturday night football. I love Saturday night. I understand it goes against college. I get it. But I am a big believer in, I think all of your major rivalry games should happen on Saturday night. I've been a big proponent up on the Lakeshore about making the Battle of the Bridge between Lakeside and Edgewood an annual Saturday night game. You want to talk about a game that's going to sell out, that's going to be one of them. But you talk about some of the rivalries down here. If you make that a Saturday night game, I think you're going to pack the stands.
Saturday?
I'm a fan of it. I mean, especially when you bring in the rivalry component to it as well. I mean, like you were talking about, you're the only show in town. On a Saturday night, you have a huge rivalry game. Both communities come out, and it's a huge event. I mean, it's a huge event on Fridays anyway. But sometimes you have people doing this on a Friday, getting away for the weekend, something like that. If you move it to a Saturday, you get big groups, whole communities supporting the teams. I think it would be pretty cool.
This is an interesting situation we're in tonight because you've got a Waterloo team that comes in winless. They are hurting. They've got a roster full of injuries. They are just trying to get through the season with some pride. With some dignity, and they're doing just that. Then you've got a Western Reserve team that has suffered some huge injuries themselves, and it started before the season even began. When you think about week 8 in high school football and the list of injuries and boo-boos, so to speak, that these teams are fighting through, what makes the fastest 10 weeks of the season, but also I don't even know what the word is. The most monotonous, the most just beat up, gruesome 10 weeks of the 10 weeks of the year.
Yeah, I think week 8, and honestly, I think it starts about in week 7.
Okay.
Week 7 and 8 are really pretty much the toughest 2 weeks of the football season. You have teams that are in very, very different spots. You've got some teams that playoffs are gone; they're no longer a possibility, and you've got some teams that are playing to try and still get in there. Talking about the matchup tonight, you're talking about a Waterloo team that, playoffs is not in the cards this year. But you have fought through adversity. You've still got these games. You've done more than most high school football players have done just to play the game. And for the first time, I think in probably the last 5 or 6 years, Western Reserve may be attainable for them. Western Reserve has been a well-oiled machine for years and years and years. And I'm not taking anything away from this team, but this is the first year where I think Waterloo can look at it like, hey, maybe this is one where we can put it in our pocket. On the other side, Waterloo or Western Reserve is the teams that still trying to get in the playoffs. So they've got no time to stumble because they took their stumbles early in the season. So this is a weird part of the season for both teams, and I think that goes across the network for most teams.
Talking to athletic director Troy Rudinsky prior to our show tonight, he said, listen, the playoffs start for us tonight and goes all the way through week 10 and hopefully into week 11. Greg, when you think about what the road ahead lies in front of Western Reserve, they control their destiny.
Yeah, I mean, like Sam kind of said, they took their lumps early on this season, and now from here on out, they got to stay focused week in and week out. You can't look ahead. The next 3 games are going to be important for you, but you got to take care of the game that's in front of you first. And it starts here tonight against Waterloo. They got to take care of business. They got to regroup tomorrow, look at the film, come back next week, prepare for the next opponent.
Ridge.
And they got a tough one ahead of them next week as well. So they got to stay focused each week, every time they take the field for practice, every time they take the field for a game, and they got to stay focused.
Waterloo here tonight, Ridge next Friday, Jackson Milton in week 10. And that Week 10, as Coach Radinsky said, might be winner goes on, loser stays home in Week 10. So we're going to see it. A lot to talk about here on Ysn Zone Coverage, and we're going to do a little bit of a mix-up. We're going to do the picks when we come back because we're still waiting, hopefully, Coach Armini, and we'll have Dallas Saunders, the superintendent of Western Reserve Local Schools, here in just a little bit. But the picks are next, right here on Ysn Zone Coverage, presented by Youngstown Clothing Company.
Craftsmanship to us is 60 years of pride and dedication.
Passed down from generation to generation.
The hardwood floors that your kids take their first steps on.
The solid wood doors that you quietly close at night.
The things we create day in and day out are the products that end up turning your house into a home.
At Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods, uncompromising quality and craftsmanship built our business.
And it will keep us moving forward for generations to come.
At Joe Dickey Electric, no job is too big or too small. We do it all. We power the plants that help bring us together, the businesses that help our community thrive, and the home that you've been dreaming of. We'll even install a light bulb for you. With over 65 years of commercial, industrial, residential, and 24/7 emergency services, you can trust the experts at Joe Dickey Electric because we are everything electrical.
I'm Matt Crystal, and I've been a customer of Greenwood Chevrolet for nearly 10 years. The biggest thing about Greenwood that we love is you get that family-owned aspect that comes into play. We always work with Paul Kello. Paul makes it very simple for us to come in, purchase a vehicle, no different than we go and buy anything else. No hassle, no haggling, we drive them off the lot. Very simple process, which makes it a lot easier for us as a family of 6. Don't have to worry about it. I'm Matt Crystal, and Greenwood Chevrolet went the extra mile for me.
You're watching Zone Coverage on YSN Live, brought to you by the Youngstown Clothing Company. Now let's get it back to DJ Sam and Greg McAfee.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Zone Coverage presented by Youngstown Clothing Company, our friends at Window Depot and home team as well. We're just getting the lay of the land here, folks. There's a job. I don't even know what you'd call that.
Smoke machine.
It's a smoke machine. We thought fire came out of it. We were getting real excited.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Sometimes. Sometimes. When you order from Temu, there's always a good chance where there's smoke, there's fire. We got a ton of games on the network over the next few days, starting tonight, of course. With this one, we'll get to this one in just a minute, but there are, I believe, 4 other ones on a Thursday night, guys. When you think about Thursday Night Football, which we've already covered and uncovered and undressed that situation already, 5 games on Week 8 and a Thursday night is ludicrous. I love it. I love it. And it all starts tonight in Harding, where 5-2 Cardinal Mooney will take on 3-3 Warren Harding. Mooney favored by 11. And guys, remember, Harding coming off a tough loss against Boardman last week. Who you got? Sam, sorry.
Yeah, this is one of those. I respect Harding and their ability to play football. Every year they've got a program that goes, but I think Cardinal Mooney has gotten a taste of blood this year. Trying to bounce back after kind of a tough, start of the year, not the year the way they wanted it to end last year. This is a great game for them to be able to pick up and show people that Mooney is back. And because of that, I think 11 might be light. Give me Mooney by more than 11. I'll take Mooney by 3 touchdowns.
Okay.
I'm not going to take him by 3 touchdowns, but I'm going to take Mooney to cover the points. Like Sam said, this is a Mooney team motivated. They've hit a new rhythm this year. They have motivation kind of moving forward. Had a big win over Cheney last week, a 3-point win. I believe 10-7, 10-6, something like that. They had a kid with 4 interceptions. The defense was lights out last week. So I'm going to take Mooney and take this one. By more than 11.
Vince Tatey quickly in our group chat pointing that out, that it was an unbelievable game on defense for the Cardinals. This game will not be on YSN, and we are still kind of confused as to why. We've had difficulty getting into Warren Harding. No other place in the region gives us this much difficulty. And I'm not being a baby about it. I'm just stating the facts because I know we're going to get a ton of emails and messages about it. It's frustrating for us. We want to cover Harding. There's no reason. It doesn't cost the school anything. And naturally, we ultimately want to cover the teams that we do cover on a regular basis. There's other entities that are allowed in, and we are not. There's plenty of space over at Mollenkopf Stadium.
Certainly is.
It's a little bit frustrating. So with that said, I'm going to take the Cardinals, and I don't care who knows it. And you know, it's frustrating, and obviously we're not hard people to find, and we're very connected over there. So showing a little bit of face, so to speak, in the early going of this one. So I apologize. But it is frustrating because we want to see that game. It's a good game, and we're not going to be able to show it to you tonight, folks. So we do apologize for that. On to the next game. It's 4-3 Harvey taking on 5-2 Perry. Perry is favored by 33 points. Samuel.
Listen, this is a Harvey team that arguably has the best running back in the state, if not one of the best. Sean Alston, 4-star USC commit already for Harvey, and they lean on him heavily. But Perry, took some losses early due to an injury. They bounced back. This is the teams we were talking about, playoffs. They expect to be in the playoffs. So they know that this Harvey team represents points. I think they are going to win this game. I think 33 is a lot.
Yeah.
I think 33 is a lot just because of the run game that Harvey has. So I'm going to take Harvey with the points. I think Perry wins this game still.
Yeah, I'm going to take Perry. I'm going to take Perry and the points. I'm going to have them win by more than 33 this week.
Ooh, he's separating himself, folks. Or he's forcing me to make a decision. I'm going to go with the easy play, I think, here, and that's Perry to win and Harvey to cover the points, because I agree with you, Sam. 33 is a lot, and they've got some standouts that play for them. Not to take anything away from Perry, but they have been bitten pretty hard by the injury bug this season. So I will take Harvey in the points, but Perry to win the ball game. 1-6 Lakeside taking on 5-2 Geneva. Geneva by 47, Sam.
This is an interesting game. I think on paper, 47 makes all the sense in the world. I mean, Geneva is the big red machine of the Lake Erie region. They run the ball. They run the ball well. Bryce Pete is phenomenal. 1,100 yards rushing already this year. He's got 14 touchdowns, also 50 tackles to add into that mix. He's just a phenomenal football player. But if you look at where Geneva has struggled this year, it's been against the pass. Lakeside, even though they're 1-6, their quarterback has thrown for 1,700 yards already. They pass the ball, and they pass the ball well. I think Geneva's still going to be coming out on top of this just because they control the clock. I think 47 just is too much. So give me Lakeside in the points.
I'm going to go with Sam on this one. I like Lakeside in the points. Obviously, you've seen J.J. Murphy be able to sling the ball around this year. Bryce Pete, I think he'll put up a huge stat line, but I don't think it's going to be enough to cover 47 points in this one, I think. I like to put DJ in these spots. I like to see him squirm a little bit
Back
over there.
in the 90s, there was a show on Nickelodeon called Pete and Pete. I didn't like that show very much, but I liked the Pete show over in Geneva, and my dude is hustling. He is a one-man wrecking crew, and I think he and the Eagles get it done tonight by more than 47. I think they get it done. Hey, Pete, let's go. Let's do a repeat of what I believe Geneva's been doing for a while now, and that's beating up on Lakeside. So nothing against Lakeside.
Listen, interesting little factoid on this. Geneva has not lost to an Ashtabula County team since 2022.
Neither has anybody from Mahoning County.
Not Mahoning. Okay. I forgot. Garfield's in trouble. I take him where I can get him, folks.
Long nights discussions. On to 5-2 Madison taking on 2-5 Jefferson. Jefferson is dogged by 41 points.
It's a lot of points.
It is a lot of points, and Jefferson has struggled. They have struggled, and Madison is setting up for just a phenomenal run. Their quarterback, Will Randall, has been phenomenal all year this year. He's another guy, 1,200 yards on the season. But their running game is really what's come on in the last couple weeks. I like Matt Webster. You know what I mean? I think he is a grown man, one of the strongest kids I've ever seen in my life. For him and Khalil, their quarterback at Jefferson, his running ability alone, I'm going to take Jefferson with the points here. I think Madison is probably favored and should be to win this game, but I think Jefferson surprises everybody tonight, keeps us a football game. Give me the Falcons and the points.
You know, I'm glad you said that because I feel like Jefferson has been a little bit of a surprise at times this year. So I'm going to take Jefferson and the points as well. You never know what the Falcons are going to bring
exactly
to the table.
it, baby.
Are you saying Jefferson to win the game?
No, just
I'm sorry.
Jefferson and the points.
Gotcha. Okay, so I like Jefferson. We're going to tie up on this one because I'm I love you, Jefferson. I love you. And I love you, Madison. But I believe in the Falcons. I don't think they win it necessarily. Hell with it. Yeah, they're going to win it tonight. Jefferson gets the dub and goes to 3-5. On to...
Here we go.
Check your surroundings, boys. Head on a swivel.
Here's Coach Armini.
0-6 Waterloo taking on the 2-5 Western Reserve Blue Devils. And Devils picked by 35. 35 points here at home. Greg, you haven't gone first yet.
We're in the Devil's Den tonight. We're
Devil's
in Berlin
Dojo.
Center. I have never picked against a team where we are, no matter the matchup. That will not change tonight. Western Reserve by 1 billion.
Ooh. Listen, we talked about playoffs, right? We said that they got to get to week 10 for them to still be, to decide if they're going to make it or not. Tonight is where they're going to get it started right here. It's all Blue Devils the entire game. Give me Western Reserve by 35.
You made me do this. You made me do this.
We didn't make you do anything.
35 is a lot. Both teams very decimated by injuries. Very hurt. We heard Waterloo, one of their main guys, out. Potentially.
Yeah.
We don't know with what injury. We're with Donnie Don in the rumor mill right now. Okay? I just talked myself out of it. I'm going with you guys. I'm going with Western Reserve by 35 plus. Okay? Because I think old Hemi would be mad at me on YSN Live on Monday if I didn't do it. He'd be all over with a bunch of Canadian stuff. The Blue Jays just beat the Yankees.
Yeah.
He's feeling real good about life right now, being a Canadian. I'm going with the Blue Devils. Red, white, and Blue Devils. My phone keeps locking up, so this is a real problem, boys. Yeah, we're going to take a break. When we come back, my phone will be unlocked, and we will have more, starting with the Friday games on YSN Zone Coverage back after this.
Craftsmanship to us is 60 years of pride and dedication.
Passed down from generation to generation.
The hardwood floors that your kids take their first steps on.
The solid wood doors that you quietly close at night.
The things we create day in and day out are the products that end up turning your house into a home.
At Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods, uncompromising quality and craftsmanship built our business.
And it will keep us moving forward for generations to come.
At Joe Dickey Electric, no job is too big or too small. We do it all. We power the plants that help bring us together, the businesses that help our community thrive, and the home that you've been dreaming of. We'll even install a light bulb for you. With over 65 years of commercial, industrial, residential, and 24/7 emergency services, you can trust the experts at Joe Dickey Electric because we are everything electrical.
I'm Matt Crystal, and I've been a customer of Greenwood Chevrolet for nearly 10 years. The biggest thing about Greenwood that we love is you get that family-owned aspect that comes into play. We always work with Paul Kello. Paul makes it very simple for us to come in, purchase a vehicle, no different than we go and buy anything else. No hassle, no haggling, we drive them off the lot. Very simple process, which makes it a lot easier for us as a family of 6. Don't have to worry about it. I'm Matt Crystal, and Greenwood Chevrolet went the extra mile for me.
Are your windows letting in more than just the view? At Window Depot, we believe replacing your windows shouldn't be a hassle. Our experienced team handles everything from consultation to installation, making the process smooth and stress-free. Upgrade your home's comfort and energy efficiency effortlessly. Contact us today for a free consultation and discover how easy and affordable it can be.
Family owned and operated since 1979. How did you sleep last night?
The ins and outs of everyday life can be chaotic. This is how every hectic day should end. Get any one of these hot tubs for less than $189 a month. And for right now, you can run on dealer money, which is 0% APR for 72 months. Your escape is just a step away. Visit your favorite location or burnettpools.com/Vita-spas for a quote today.
As Comco celebrated 70 years in 2022, we have much to be thankful for. We are proud of the Comco culture as we serve our customers with Comco Care with our premier customer service, quality parts, and on-time delivery. The partnerships we have with our customers and our community are second to none. We thank you for your continued support. We are proud to be part of this community and will continue to offer great jobs for great people.
From Gia's to Gia.
You're watching Zone Coverage, brought to you by the Youngstown Clothing Company. Now let's get it back to DJ, Sam, and Greg.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ysn Zone Coverage presented by Youngstown Clothing Company, Window Depot, and Home Team. We're back with the picks for Friday, tomorrow. Feels weird to say.
It does.
Right? Feels real weird to say. I feel like Sam. I mean, the first week we could not get off of that Thursday, and now we're back here. We're not finished. We got 2 more weeks of this, which will be at East Palestine next week, and then the following week, Mineral Ridge, which will be
brother,
very interesting. Rob Johnson, hi there.
There it is.
Good to see you.
Live TV, folks.
You can go around that way if you want, if you need to go around. On to our picks for Friday. Tomorrow, 6-1 Alliance taking on 6-1 West Branch, and Branch is favored by 13 points, guys. Feels like a lot against an Alliance team that's been very, very good this year. Greg, what do you say?
So I've learned a lot about Alliance this year. They play on Mount Union's field. All my students, for all their assignments, go just cross campus right over to the Mount Union field to watch all of these games. And they've been on a heater. They just recently beat Salem a couple weeks ago, coming off another win last week. They got a very talented quarterback, very talented running back, slew of receivers. But this West Branch team has been on a mission since that loss in week 1 to Canfield, and they've been lighting up the scoreboard. I think Grady Hurst is on a heater. I think they finally figured out the weapons on the outside. I think this Warriors team is going to go far this year, and this is going to be a little speed bump against Alliance. I'm going to take them by more than 13.
Yeah, I got to agree with my main man, Greg, right here. I think West Branch by more than 13 is it makes the most sense in the world. I think West Branch offense is on point. I think Alliance is not going to be ready for what they are going to be given out there. West Branch, when you get this late in the season, is one of the most dangerous teams to line up against. Give me the Warriors by a ton.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but journalism tells me that the only loss West Branch has is to Canfield in week 1.
Yeah, that's what I said.
An undefeated Canfield. No, I wasn't saying that. An undefeated Canfield.
Yeah.
Boy, I like West Branch. Ever since they laid down that turf, West Branch has laid down the law outside of that Canfield game, which was a tough game. I'm going with you, boys.
There you go.
We're jumping on the bandwagon. I'm taking West Branch minus 13 in this game. 4-3, Beaver Local taking on 7-0 Indian Creek Indian Creek chosen by 17. Who's going to be brave enough to take Indian Creek over Beaver Local in this one?
Not I, said the flock. I'm going Beaver Local and the points here. They gave me all those points. I think Beaver Local flat out wins this game. Give me Beaver Local.
Go Beavs!
I don't pick against the Bobcats anymore, so give me Beaver Local in the points.
I am going with... Did you say Bobcats?
Yeah, the Beaver Bobcats.
This is Beaver Local.
This is the Ohio.
We threw you off.
Either Beaver Local, either way.
Okay, fair enough. We're going to go... Whoa.
There it is, folks.
There's the smoke.
Special effects tonight on the show,
That might be a
courtesy
change
of
of pants
Western
notice
Reserve.
for all three of us later. I'm going to go with Beaver Local and the points as well. I just think that 17 is a lot against this team that continues to push and push and push and never relents. So I'm going to go with the Beavers. 3 and 4, Camel Memorial, which really showed up against Ridge in that first half last week, against 7 and 0, McDonald. McDonald by 26. Again, one of the lower spreads we've seen from McDonald this season. Greg, what do you think?
So I think a couple weeks ago when McDonald played Jackson Milton, they had a pretty large spread, didn't hit it. Last week, had a pretty successful game. 26 points headed into a game against 3 and 4 Camel Memorial. I think that's a little low. I'm going to take McDonald over 26 points.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the Battle of the Devils here. You got red versus blue, and it's all azul. Give me McDonald to cover and the points, baby.
I'm sticking with you guys. I thought this was a pretty low spread given everything. I think that the winning of the first half, essentially, for Camel has something to do with that. But after talking to Coach Hake, he thinks he's got the formula figured out for Drew Pasteur, which tells me that I think I have the formula figured out, and I'm going with McDonald. On to the next one, which is going to be interesting. 0-6 Cardinal taking on 3 and 4 Grand Valley. Everybody's going to be on the field, and Grand Valley is chosen by 40. Sam?
Yeah, Grand Valley this is the most angry you've seen the Mustangs all year. The last 2 weeks have been controversial, I guess is the best way to put it, and toe the line. Like you said, everybody back on the field tonight, they're upset that their stats don't reflect what they should be, and it's going to be an all-out Mustang show, Stampede style, on that one.
Yeah, reinforcements are on the way. Give me the Mustangs by more than 40.
4 horsemen, baby. Only this time it's the 3 horsemen. We're going together. I'm rolling with the Mustangs. 2 and 5 Champion taking on 7 and 0 Crestview. We've seen Crestview just become the team that nobody wants to play, and they are chosen by 44. Sam?
Champion to cover the points here. I think 44 is ridiculous. I think Paris runs the ball. They can control the clock enough. I don't know that they're going to have enough to win this game, but I do not know that they're going to have enough to keep it from being a blowout. Give me Champion.
A couple weeks ago, I probably would have been in the same mindset. When we talked last week, I believe they beat Newton Falls last week. I was kind of thinking, they're going to take the foot off the gas pedal a little bit, let up maybe after they hit that 35-point mark. Sorry. I think they're going to stay ready for the playoffs. I think they want to stay as in shape as they can leading into the playoffs. They don't want to let up whatsoever. In that case, 44 points is a low amount, so give me the Rebels over.
I'm going to stick with what you're talking about because I was going to pick Crestview, but you just made me feel even better about my pick here with Crestview. Crestview has been I wouldn't want to say the cellar dweller for a long time, but in their eyes, they have.
Yeah.
They have standards and expectations in that football locker room. They haven't met it over the last few years, and I think this year is the realization of all those hopes and dreams and who they want to be. It doesn't end tomorrow against Champion. They keep it going. They'll be 8-0 at the end of the night, and they're going to do it to the beat of more than 44 points. I'm taking the Rebels. On to 2 and 5. Cleveland John Marshall taking on 7 and 0 Canfield. Canfield by 47 points. 47, not 50. 47 points, Greg.
I think 47 is a little high for me in this one. I think Canfield's going to win this game handedly. I think they get to a point, though, where they hit that 30-point mark, and they kind of let off a little bit. So I'm going to take Cleveland John Marshall and the points in this one.
This is a great game for Canfield because John Marshall is either Division I or Division II. It's a big school out of Cleveland, but what's going to be bigger than the school is going to be the score Canfield drops. I think they go out there completely flex on the lawyers of John Marshall.
The law firm. 45, I think I would take Canfield. 47, I don't know. Something about the two. I think I'm going to take the law firm and the points on this one, but Canfield to win the game by more than 30, but not 47, not 47. On to East, who's 4-3, and Struthers getting their first win last week. Now 1-6, East by 1. It's a pick'em, boys. Samuel, you're beloved in the city of Struthers.
I am. Listen, what an incredible win for Struthers last week. They go out there against all odds, call Phil Collins in this joint. You know, they play football the way it should be played, and I think they're on the right track this week. Unfortunately, East is going to be the one who takes the win. Give me East and the points.
You just had to build them up to tear them down.
He loves it.
I really like what I saw from Struthers last week. I mean, I picked them. I think I picked either them to cover the spread or to win outright last week on this show. Obviously, they get their first win on a heroic final drive where they completed, I think, 2 40-yard passes, one to move up the field, one to win it. But this East team has done something special this year. I'm a huge fan of Jaden Irving, the quarterback over there for East, and I think he has that moxie, that ability to really put the Golden Bears on his back, and I think he's going to do it again this week. Give me East and the pick 'em.
If this game was at Rayan Stadium, I would just buy everything you just told me. It is not. We in the jungle, and it's going to get loud in the jungle. Struthers is feeling themselves again. They get their second win of the year tomorrow night against East in a close one, but Struthers, they've been through it. They know who to go to. I'm taking the Wildcats. All right, boys, let's preface this. Last week it got real loud on social media for your boy. Last week it got real murky. I was wondering if I would be egged or corned or toilet papered. They clipped this. They sent it around. They made sure everybody know he's not like us. He's not with us. That's what I got last week. East Palestine, now 6-1, taking on the 3-4 Leetonia Bears. East Palestine favored by 24. They got their comeuppance last week, right? I didn't lie. I know what I'm talking about when it comes to ball. Sometimes we do a little fluffing. We do a little fluffing like we do in golf, right? There was no fluff last week. I knew what I was getting into. I know the boys in East Palestine very well. I know what they're capable of. We're not there yet with United. We'll get there. I promise you that. We're there for Leetonia. Leetonia's coming up. If you would have told me 3 wins at this point in the season for Leetonia, and a team that didn't have any for years, Leetonia's taking that 10 times out of 10. Leetonia's not taking tomorrow. Bulldogs bounce back on the road in the white uniforms. I have no idea what helmets they're going to wear. I have no idea what pants they're going to wear. They're going to be colorful. They're going to be pissed. I'm taking the Bulldogs by 30 tomorrow night against Leetonia because there's a lot of drama happening behind the scenes with that one too. So I'm taking the Bulldogs.
Listen, I've been waiting to say this since last week, since I've been the victim of this. Even though that somebody else didn't believe in you, EP, I do. They didn't believe in you last week. I'm not leaving the train this week either. Give me East Palestine to cover.
It's going to get loud again. It's going to get real loud again.
This Bulldogs team is motivated. They are ready to go. Give me East Palestine by more than 26.
It's going to get real loud again.
Going nowhere.
3-4 Edgewood taking on 3-4 Conneaut. You've got Edgewood by 21. 3 scores. Sam, explain.
This is Ashtabula County's oldest remaining rivalry game between Edgewood and Conneaut. Before that it was Ashtabula and Harbor, who become Lakeside. These teams do not like each other. It doesn't matter what the records are. It is always a very, very close game. Conneaut has had some ups. They've had some downs. Edgewood has had some ups and had some downs, but Edgewood is starting to feel themselves. And this game, even though every year is basically decided by one touchdown or who touches the ball last, this is the outlier. Give me Edgewood and the points.
If Sam says it, I'm going to follow along. Give me Edgewood by 21.
Is this the big game, the bridge game? Which one's the bridge
Battle
game?
of the Bridge is Edgewood and Lakeside.
Edgewood and Lakeside.
Yeah.
Okay. Either way, I'm going with Edgewood. I just think they're taking, like you said, they're taking this one personal. I think they're going to be the team that ends up with the 4th win of the season after this one's said and done. 6-1, a quick pick here. 6-1, Garrettsville Garfield taking on 0-7 Newton Falls. Tough year for Falls. Garfield ramping up for Crestview next week.
Yeah.
I'm taking Garfield. Oh, but Garfield by 48.
Yeah.
48's a lot. Garfield can do it. G-Men all the way.
Yeah, 100%. Garfield by 48.
All right, 4-2 Glenville taking on 5-1 Archbishop Hoban.
It's finally here, folks.
Hoban by 19. Believe it or not, we'll have this game this week on YSN. So if you're looking for this game this particular week, we will have it on YSN on the Archbishop Hoban channel tomorrow night. 7 o'clock, we'll have it. Inside joke there. If you watched YSN Live on Monday, you get it. If you don't, I'm sorry. I'm taking Hoban by more than 19.
Yeah, give me the Knights over Ginn Academy.
Yeah. Bring out the brooms. Give me Hoban by 19.
2-5 Howland taking on 3-4 Boardman. Boardman by 37 points. They have a big win last week. Is it enough to get them almost a 40-point win against Howland?
Absolutely. Boardman, this is a game where they can flex. They can get their points. A 2-win Howland becomes, relevant to the playoff race now. Give me Boardman by a ton.
Yeah, normally I would probably take Boardman in this game. And the points in this game, but I think Howland is going to come out motivated this week. I think it's going to be one of those battles where it's running game versus running game. It's going to be a real slow-paced game. I don't think it's going to reach the point where either team is scoring a ton of points. That being said, give me Howland, give me the points.
I'm going to go with Boardman. That's a lot of points they are hitting their stride, and I like them a lot. All right, on to the next game. 4-3, Jackson Milton. 1-6, Lowville. Milton by 1. Quick pick here, boys.
Milton.
I like what the Rockets found last week. Give me the Rockets.
I'm going to take Milton, just because you're taking the Rockets. The only reason. 4-3, LeBray taking on 5-2 Liberty. Guys, I think this one has some hype around it, but Liberty a little bit ticked off, and they're picked by 31. Greg?
I don't like that spread, to be honest. But I'm going to take it anyway, because Liberty is going to be mad. They just had a last-second loss to Garrettsville Garfield. I think they're going to be mad. I think they're going to be angry, and they're going to want to put the ball in the end zone a ton. So give me Liberty.
If Liberty wins last week, I don't take these points at all. I love LeBray. I love what they're doing out there. Liberty has tasted defeat. They don't like it. It's going to be a bad day.
I'm taking LeBray. I like what LeBray's been able to do. I know they're playing just above 500. I also know that they're playing with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. I'm going to take them because 31, like Greg said, is a ton of points. Hubbard favored by 27, standing at 6-1 as Lakeview comes to town, 3-4. Hubbard or Lakeview, boys?
I love what Hubbard is doing this year, but nobody had a more bitter taste in their mouth than Lakeview last week. So I think Lakeview is going to take that into this week. Give me Lakeview to not only cover but win the game.
I think Lakeview is going to be angry. I think they're going to be motivated after that loss to Struthers. But I don't think it's going to matter. I love Braden Songer. I love what that offense is doing. They're going to be flying high in Hubbard. Give me by more than 27 points.
I'm with you in that one. They've got a stretch coming up that includes South Range and I believe either Girard or Poland.
Girard.
Mm-hmm. So Hubbard's going to get it together against Lakeview and do a little bit of that iron sharpening iron before they get to that stretch of the season. 4-3. Lisbon taking on 1-6 Southern. It's been a tough year for Southern. Lisbon by 25 points. Over
Southern, baby.
I knew it.
Sorry, Sam. Give me Lisbon by a billion.
Yeah, the Fighting Hinchcliffes have me feeling
100%.
The Blue Devils pretty good. And we're in Blue Devil country tonight. It might be an omen. So I'm taking that. 5-2 Louisville at 2-5. Green by 8. Rob, real quick. Why
Not even a doubt.
favoring
Louisville. Louisville. And it's going to be Louisville.
Rob says it's going to be a close one.
I couldn't hear a dang word he said.
I'm a master lip reader.
All I can hear about
Louisville.
the lights.
You pick Louisville.
You picked Louisville? We're shocked. But I'll pick Louisville too for you, buddy. Louisville.
Going to Louisville. It ain't easy being green when you're going to Louisville. Give me the Leopards.
Give me the Leopards. Let them run.
On to the next one. 3-4 Matthews at 3-4 St. John at Lakeside, where they've been calling home. St. John by 7.
This is a big game for St. John, maybe the biggest they've played all year. This is going to determine a lot of what happens after Week 10. St. John is pumped up. Chase Newsom's coming off of a 3-touchdown game last week. Give me the Heralds by a ton, baby.
You know, ever since we went to St. John, I've been a Heralds guy. I love what we learned about that team up there.
I remember being the only one picking the Heralds last week.
Give me St. John.
I'm taking St. John as well. I won't turn my back on you, St. John. Not this week, not last week, maybe in weeks to come. We'll see. There's some verbiage out there about some teams you might be playing in the playoffs. But get there first and take care of business against Matthews. 3-4 McDowell against 5-1 Austintown Fitch. Not applicable. I'm going Fitch.
Fitch, all the way.
All the way.
6-1 Mineral Ridge taking on 4-2 Springfield boys. Ridge by 1. Somebody knows something.
It's a pick'em. This ain't just a pick'em. This is a pick'em.
I'm back. We're good. It is a pick'em. Somebody doesn't believe in range. Or Ridge, rather.
I gotta go with Hake and the Ridge Rams. Give me Hake and the Ridge Rams.
I mean, I think Springfield has found something. Alex Caldwell. I think they found their identity this year. But I mean, run the damn ball, right? I mean, give me Ridge by more than 1.
I got to be careful with his impression around here, but when he got up yesterday and he said, if we were to play on Wednesday, if we were to play today, I'll take us by 1 million. Paraphrasing, I don't think he really said that, but he said that he liked his team and they were fired up. They were cranked up on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday. He's like, this doesn't happen. Lou Holtz says you get up for 3 games a year. They got 3 games on their schedule left. He says they're getting up for it. I love Springfield, but boy, do I believe in Ridge right now. I'm taking Ridge by more than 1. Because remember, if Springfield wins or Ridge only wins by 1, we lose. It's an L. Big L. Andy, we're looking at you. 0-7 Niles taking on 4-3 South Range. South Range by 39 points. This is where it gets interesting because the Raiders have taken a beating, and not just on the field, in the public persona. Everybody pointing at South Range. The same stuff that happened when they lost to Lake earlier. This is not the same South Range team. Nobody's afraid of South Range, supposedly. 39 points. I think the Raiders are mad. I think the Raiders are upset, and it might be a bad day to be a Red Dragon tomorrow night in Rominger Stadium.
Yeah, the only time you actually worry about what people are going to say about you and the way you played the game and, were you, pumping stats and all that is when you're in first place. South Range at this point has just got to flex and remind themselves who the Raiders really are. They're going to do it this week.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Raiders by more than 39. I mean, I've said it multiple times this week. I haven't seen a team move the ball like they did on Girard this year. It's hard to slow down that quick strike Girard offense. It's happened to everyone they played this year. It's not something that you can just skip over, but it's something that you can learn from. I think they do so this week. They apply what they learn, and they win big.
5-2 North Catholic taking on 4-3 Beaver, Pennsylvania. There's your team. Not applicable for the spread. North Catholic, my father-in-law graduated from. Sorry, Pops, I'm taking Beaver.
Bobcats for the dub.
Yeah, I stole my thunder earlier in the show. I don't take against the Bobcats. I will say this North Catholic team is very, very good. But give me the Bobcats.
2-5 Orange taking on 6-1 Hawken, who I've been told is extremely good. Hawken by 38. Give me the O. Give me the O.
This might be my first scumbag pick of the year.
Oh, no.
Listen, Hawken is so good. That quarterback, one of the best I've ever seen. I hate to do it. I'm going to take Hawken in the points. I got to get back in the game. It's a lone bag, too.
It's a long way home to Ashtabula. 6-1 Poland taking on 7-0 Girard. Girard by 2.
Straight pick 'em.
Oh, boy, Greg. You got this call all by your lonesome, right?
I think I'm with Sigler.
Sigler moved
Ooh,
to the
so I am
Springfield
by
game.
myself. All by myself. All by my lonesome.
But
All
you're
by
going
myself.
up against our competition by yourself. All the ratings are coming to you because people are going to tune in.
Big game Greg, I guess.
Big
is what it is.
All right, what do you got?
This has the makings of the game of the year. You look at both sides. You got 2 sophomore quarterbacks that have absolutely lit up the stat sheets this year in A.J. Pearson and David Zippolita. You have 2 veteran coaches in Tom Pavlansky and Pat Pearson. You have 2 great defenses. You have athletes all over the place. Do you guys like dogs? This game is going to be full of them.
I thought you
Mario.
were asking generally if I like dogs. I was like, yeah, I like dogs.
DAWGS, DJ.
Dogs.
Mario
A lot of spelling
Lipinski.
right there.
Vito Kamara, Chase Jones, Tano Zippolita.
Nice job.
Jeremiah Hunter, Alan Hess Cardona. DJ, do you want to tell the fans about Alan Hess Cardona after this past week?
He's tackling dudes with one arm.
This one is going to have all the makings of a great game, but at this point in the year, I have a hard time going against the Indians. Give me Girard.
Congratulations to the Girard Indians on becoming this year's NE8 Conference champions this week when they get their win over Poland.
Nobody believes in Poland, huh? Nobody thinks that a guy named Pavlansky is going to walk into the Indian Den to Arrowhead Stadium and lay it down with his boy. Nobody believes in the X Factor, the Zippolitas. Nobody believes in Chase Jones. Nobody believes in Vito Kamara. I do. I'm a big fan of A.J. Pearson, but I'm telling you what, this Poland team is something special. And how are they dogs? We've been talking about them for 7 weeks about how good they are. And then all of a sudden, Girard's going to stroll into town and say, we're going to flex against Southrange. Oh, did we forget what happened a couple weeks ago? They shut out the Southrange Raiders, did those Bulldogs. That is impressive. I feel weird picking either one of these teams, to be honest with you. But I'm going to have to go with Poland.
Game of the year, I think you're right.
I think it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. It's one of those games that can go either way. It can be like one of those high-scoring matchups where it's like 56-45, or it can be one of those low-scoring matchups where it's like 13-10 or something like that. I'm really excited to see it play out.
All right, quick pick. Here we go. Pymatuning Valley 4-3 versus 1-6 Wyndham. PV by 42. Sam.
Yep. PV all the way there.
Yeah.
I'm going with PV2. Another quick pick. Edison at East Liverpool 2-5. Edison by 8. I'm taking East Liverpool.
Give me the Potters.
Potters by a billion.
4-3 Salem taking on 3-4 Carrollton. Salem by 26. Salem gets the win, but not by 26. I'm taking Carrollton the points.
Salem gets the win by 26 or more. Give me Salem.
I really like what the Quakers have done so far this year. Give me by Salem by 26.
3-4 Southeast at 3-4 Brookfield. Brookfield by 3 scores, 21 points. I'm going to go ahead and take Southeast in the points.
I like Brookfield. Give me Brookfield by 21.
I really like what they have started to do the second half of the year. They're coming off of a big win last week. Give me the Warriors.
4-3 University School, 2-5 Cheney. Cheney by 24. We will not have this game. There was no space in the press box. Sorry about it. I'm going to take Cheney.
Yeah, I think this is a tougher one for Cheney than people realize. I think I'm going to go University with the points.
The records don't tell this story. I don't think Cowboys are coming off of a tough loss to Mooney last week, but I really like what they have on the offensive side of the ball. Give me Cheney. Give me Cheney by more than 24.
3-3 Valley Christian taking on a 6-1 United team. A tough week for Valley Christian across the board as they had to cancel against Columbiana for reasons we will not get into. United by 33. I do like that spread. I do like United after that win over Palestine.
They made a believer out of me last week. Give me United.
Give me the U.
0-7 Wellsville taking on 3-3 Columbiana. Columbiana by 36. Almost said 26. 36 points.
It's a lot of points, but Coach Bob can do it. Give me the Bombers. Or the Clippers, excuse me. They're all planes.
Give me the crop dusters.
Yeah, give me Columbiana by more than 36.
I like Columbiana as well by 36, or the Clippers, or the stealth bomb, whatever you're going to call them. 7-0, Western Beaver taking on a 2-5 Mohawk team. No spread given. I'm taking the Warriors.
Listen, I'm hoping to get back in the game here. No, I'm sticking with the Warriors. Give me Mohawk.
Oh, you already made one scumbag. On to our lone game. On Saturday, I will have the call for you. It's 0-7. Canton Central Catholic taking on 2-5 Warren JFK. Tri-C by 6. JFK gets the dub.
Put some respect on JFK's name. Give me JFK in this one.
Yeah, give me JFK as well. I'm right there with you. The only show in town that night.
Those are all your picks. Surely, positively, guaranteed to maybe be right. We'll be back right after this with more zone coverage on YSN.
Craftsmanship to us is 60 years of pride and dedication.
Passed down from generation to generation.
The hardwood floors that your kids take their first steps on.
The solid wood doors that you quietly close at night.
The things we create day in and day out are the products that end up turning your house into a home.
At Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods, uncompromising quality and craftsmanship built our business.
And it will keep us moving forward for generations to come.
At Joe Dickey Electric, no job is too big or too small. We do it all. We power the plants that help bring us together, the businesses that help our community thrive, and the home that you've been dreaming of. We'll even install a light bulb for you. With over 65 years of commercial, industrial, residential, and 24/7 emergency services, you can trust the experts at Joe Dickey Electric because we are everything electrical.
I'm Matt Crystal, and I've been a customer of Greenwood Chevrolet for nearly 10 years. The biggest thing about Greenwood that we love is you get that family-owned aspect that comes into play. We always work with Paul Kello. Paul makes it very simple for us to come in, purchase a vehicle, no different than we go and buy anything else. No hassle, no haggling, we drive them off the lot. Very simple process, which makes it a lot easier for us as a family of 6. Don't have to worry about it. I'm Matt Crystal, and Greenwood Chevrolet went the extra mile for me.
Are your windows letting in more than just the view? At Window Depot, we believe replacing your windows shouldn't be a hassle. Our experienced team handles everything from consultation to installation, making the process smooth and stress-free. Upgrade your home's comfort and energy efficiency effortlessly. Contact us today for a free consultation and discover how easy and affordable it can be.
The ins and outs of everyday life can be chaotic. This is how every hectic day should end. Get any one of these hot tubs for less than $189 a month. And for right now, you can run on dealer money, which is 0% APR for 72 months. Your escape is just a step away. Visit your favorite location or burnettpools.com/Vita-spas for a quote today.
As Comco celebrated 70 years in 2022, we have much to be thankful for. We are proud of the Comco culture as we serve our customers with Comco Care with our premier customer service, quality parts, and on-time delivery. The partnerships we have with our customers and our community are second to none. We thank you for your continued support. We are proud to be part of this community and will continue to offer.
You're watching Zone Coverage on YSN Live. Let's get you back over to DJ, Sam, and Greg.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to YSN Zone Coverage, presented by Youngstown Clothing Company, DJ Yokley, Sam Torres, Greg McAfee, and we are joined by the Emperor of Western Reserve, the Superintendent, my dear friend, huge supporter of YSN for the longest time, Dallas Saunders. Coach, and I got to call you Coach, life in Western Reserve, this is year 10 for you, right? Talk to me about the Blue Devil culture that you've come in, you've manifested, you and your team have done such a great job that everybody here, even on a Thursday night, they want to come out and celebrate football right here in Western Reserve.
Yeah, it's really a great place to be, and I can't take a lot of credit for the culture that we have. It's been great for a long time, and I think that's a testament to the leaders that came before me, for the coaches that we have. You know, you're familiar with all of them with basketball and girls basketball. You know, it's just a great place. We have a ton of support from our community. Everybody that's here loves to be here. They care about this place, and it's just a really good place to be.
You just stole my thunder for the next question. I was going to say, what makes Western Reserve different? But all of that kind of entails to that.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I'm sure when you guys go around the area, everybody says that they have a lot of support. But you know, I think it's a little bit different here because so many people are from here. They've stayed here or they've come back here. We have a lot of staff, teaching staff who went to school here and are back teaching and send their kids here. So, you know, there's definitely that element. You know, and for example, the support at the beginning of the year, you heard a lot of schools doing the free athletic tickets, the student passes, right? And that's a financial burden. But, you know, we came together with our support groups and community donors, and through donations and partnerships, we got it done for our kids.
That's
so,
awesome.
You know,
That's
it's
incredible.
That's fantastic.
It's those types of things that I think make us a little bit different.
When you think about sports, obviously sports is a big part of who you are today.
Yeah.
Why is sports so important here, and why you get it, right? There's superintendents, there's leaders out there that obviously it's about academics, it's about financials, but sports is such a huge part of all of those things. Why is it such a huge part of who you are?
Well, for me, I think, you know, virtually everything that I've learned character-wise has come from the athletic experience.
Yeah.
And that's certainly not the only way to learn those things, right? But I do think being involved in something, whether it's band, cheer, flag line, you know, we started a golf team back up this year. We just had 20 kids sign up to be part of it next year. So, you know, why is it important? I just think it's important to be part of something, be engaged in something, right? You come to school, you learn your academics, and we teach you things, but there's so much else in life that we have to learn, you know, that whether it's through football, the toughness, the character piece, that we have to get through to kids today, you know, and you know, migrating away from the technology, and being more engaged as part of a team and having that accountability and responsibility and grit is extremely important.
There's a lot of folks, yourself included, that made it through COVID and don't get not necessarily the pats on the back that you deserve for getting through that. Was that your first year, second year?
That was my first year.
First year.
Yeah.
They roll out that old red carpet with COVID for you. How did you get through that, and have things gotten easier per se, or have you feel like you've battled through adversity so you're ready for anything that comes your way?
You know what? I have to really think back. I've kind of blocked that out. I think one aspect of it is, the first time you do something, if it's at the most difficult time, you don't know any different.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? You don't realize how difficult it is, and so looking back. But I mean, I think through that, it was just, being honest with people, being transparent with people, and really communicating and working on communication through that process. And we made it. Has it gotten easier? One thing in this job I've learned, and it's probably the same thing for you guys, you're always going to have problems, they just change.
Yeah.
You always have things you got to navigate. So...
Sam has a question for you.
Yeah.
There's so much to be proud of here in Western Reserve, whether you're talking about the community, the facilities, the track, everything like that. What's the one thing that sticks out to you when they ask you about Western Reserve that is your biggest point of pride?
I think that for me, and I tell this to our teaching staff specifically, and I've told this to John Armini specifically. I am proud to go to a game, and I'll use sports as an example, or walk into a classroom, and know that whatever the outcome is tonight, I can go to a game and be proud of how our kids are coached, the fact that our coaches are preparing and doing it the right way, that our kids are going to be, in the heat of battle, but still have sportsmanship, and whatever the outcome is, the chips are going to fall where they may. Right, but that's what I'm proud of, the way that we treat kids, the way that we value kids, and trying to do the right things. So that's probably the biggest thing that I'm proud of.
Youth night tonight, what does it mean to look out and see all these little football players, potentially the next up-and-coming Blue Devils here on Friday night?
Yeah, they better be the next group, right? We're in real trouble. You guys won't be coming back in the fall. No, it's a huge deal. I mean, anybody who's been involved in athletics, has looked at older guys or older girls and said, I want to be like that one. And you pick out somebody that clicks with you and that you kind of hang on to and that you make your hero, so to speak. So it's a great thing for these kids to come out here, get a little closer, hear a little bit of the pads cracking, see some of the big plays, make them larger than life. It's great for them. It's great for our kids playing tonight. It's a rite of passage in athletics.
Who are some of your heroes growing up?
Some of my heroes growing up. Obviously, my first name, I had to be a Cowboys fan.
Oh, jeez.
I had to be.
I figured you were Philly.
No, I'm not a Cowboys fan now like I used to be. I'm a Dallas's fantasy football team fan.
Got it.
Right? So my allegiance has changed.
There you go.
But honestly, I'm a Dodgers fan. I've been a Dodgers fan since Kirk Gibson hit the walk-off winner in '88 off Dennis Eckersley. My favorite player was Mickey Hatcher. I don't know if anybody even knows that name. Utility infielder.
Wow.
But no, I some of the guys that I really looked up to, as we were just talking about, was down at Mill Creek when I was playing baseball. Rick Havrilla. I don't know if you know that name, Rick.
Very well.
He was a guy that I looked up to, Lou Santangelo, and those were the guys that were older than me. And I had the opportunity to play baseball with Rick down at YSU, and got to know him. And what do they say? Like, you should never meet your heroes. Right? He's the opposite. So he was. It's just that you look at guys a few years older than you that are constantly pushing you to be like them, and that you want to be around. And so I've been around good people. I've had the opportunity to do that.
Last question for you. I asked Damon Dohar at Mineral Ridge, what's next? I'm going to ask you the same thing. What's next here at Reserve? What's got your eye?
We're always trying to upgrade. I think we have good facilities. We're always trying to look at what's next, like you say. We just put our track in, so that took a lot of effort and a lot of time. So we're looking. I don't know exactly what's next, but I know what's next tonight. We got to win this one, and then we have we got a big one next week with Mineral Ridge coming here. So be a good time.
Dallas, thank you so much. We appreciate your time. We appreciate what you've done here at Western Reserve. Keep up the good work, and thanks for having us here tonight.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for coming. We got a little college game day feel here.
Yeah.
It's really a cool thing, so I appreciate you guys coming
You
out.
got it. Thanks always for the support. We appreciate
Absolutely.
you.
Thank you.
We'll be back right after this with the perfect pass. Maybe we'll get Dallas to try for a shot at up to $500 off his windows. Back after this on Zone.
Craftsmanship to us is 60 years of pride and dedication.
Passed down from generation to generation.
The hardwood floors that your kids take their first steps on.
The solid wood doors that you quietly close at night.
The things we create day in and day out are the products that end up turning your house into a home.
At Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods, uncompromising quality and craftsmanship built our business.
And it will keep us moving forward for generations to come.
At Joe Dickey Electric, no job is too big or too small. We do it all. We power the plants that help bring us together, the businesses that help our community thrive, and the home that you've been dreaming of. We'll even install a light bulb for you. With over 65 years of commercial, industrial, residential, and 24/7 emergency services, you can trust the experts at Joe Dickey Electric because we are everything electrical.
I'm Matt Crystal, and I've been a customer of Greenwood Chevrolet for nearly 10 years. The biggest thing about Greenwood that we love is you get that family-owned aspect that comes into play. We always work with Paul Kello. Paul makes it very simple for us to come in, purchase a vehicle, no different than we go and buy anything else. No hassle, no haggling. We drive them off the lot. Very simple process, which makes it a lot easier for us as a family of 6. Don't have to worry about it. I'm Matt Crystal, and Greenwood Chevrolet went the extra mile for me.
Are your windows letting in more than just the view? At Window Depot, we believe replacing your windows shouldn't be a hassle. Our experienced team handles everything from consultation to installation, making the process smooth and stress-free. Upgrade your home's comfort and energy efficiency effortlessly. Contact us today for a free consultation and discover how easy and affordable it can be.
Family owned and operated since 1979. How did you sleep last night?
The ins and outs of everyday life can be chaotic. This is how every hectic day should end. Get any one of these hot tubs for less than $189 a month. And for right now, you can run on dealer money, which is 0% APR for 72 months. Your escape is just a step away. Visit your favorite location or burnettpools.com/vita-spas for a quote today.
As Comco celebrated 70 years in 2022, we have much to be thankful for. We are proud of the Comco culture as we serve our customers with Comco Care with our premier customer service, quality parts, and on.
You're watching Zone Coverage on YSN Live. Brought to you by the Youngstown Clothing Company. Let's get you to DJ for the perfect pass.
going to try that again. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Zone Coverage presented by the Youngstown Clothing Company. It is time for the Perfect Pass presented by Home Team and Window Depot. All these guys have to do is throw it from this number on the track right through the bottom. And we are with the Western Reserve Little Blue Devils, and we are joined by
Carter.
And Carter, what grade are you in?
6.
6, and what position you play on the Blue Devils?
Receiver and corner.
Receiver and corner. Can you be a quarterback tonight?
Maybe.
All right, dude. Stand on that 6. We're going to see if you can win up to $500 off windows for your parents tonight. You ready? Throw it right through there. Oh, just missed. All right, who do we got next? Bentley, what position do you play?
Wide receiver and safety.
And what grade are you in?
6.
And who's your favorite teacher?
Miss Yeager.
All right, it's your turn, Bentley. Let's see if you can get it. Oh, all right. 0 for 2. Who do we have here?
Adam Brown.
Adam Brown. All right, Adam. Who's your favorite teacher?
Miss Napolitano.
Okay, and how old are you?
10.
All right, what position?
Center and D-line.
Oh, the lineman's going to do it. All right, Adam, for up to $500 off windows. Oh, almost. Hey, nice job. We appreciate you. Hey, we appreciate you. That is going to do it for Zone Coverage on YSN, presented by Youngstown Clothing Company. On behalf of Rob Johnson, Greg McAfee, Sam Torres, I'm DJ Yoakley. Thanks to Western Reserve. Don't forget the game starting just minutes from now, 20 minutes on YSN. We're the only ones here, and we're always here. On behalf of all of us, good night, everybody. YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of your sports network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.